channel, and welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, welcome my love. Please stick around, don't be a stranger, and do consider subscribing. If this is not your first time here, you already know the drill. I see you watching me, watch me, baby, so you better be subscribed, honey. So guys, happy Monday. Today is actually August what is it? I think it's the 12th or 13th. I'll put it on the screen, and I'm gonna upload this video today, guys. It's a few things that look, a few housekeeping rules, a few housekeeping not rules, but a few housekeeping things I need to throw out there and let you guys know before I start this video. And I had to go several places this morning before I go to work, and it's gonna take me about 40 minutes to drive to work. And I said, while I'm driving, let me do this video for you guys. First of all, guys, I've been seeing y'all messages here, not as many here, but I've been seeing y'all messages on TikTok, and I've been seeing y'all emails asking me where am I and why I'm not uploading. Listen, especially you, Sheena, I love you, baby. I read your message, I think it was yesterday, and I replied to it. But listen, I have so much content that I recorded, guys. I've been doing so much, and we've been making so many plans and trying to get so many things into place. I just haven't had time to edit those videos and upload them. Videos like this where I'm just chit-chatting with you guys. There's really no editing, really just uploading it. That's all. So videos like this are easy, you know, I just upload them. But videos where we're actually out doing things, because it's a little bit more work that goes into uploading those videos. But I promise y'all, I'm gonna work on doing better and getting those videos uploaded, because I have so many videos that I really need to upload, with us doing things in the yard, starting things back in the house, just me and the hubby, you know, hanging out, doing stuff, because we're always somewhere doing something. So I'm gonna really get better with that, guys. And there's some videos I didn't upload on purpose, especially like, guys, the day after we got married, you know, I edited that video and decided not to upload it. When I tell y'all, we looked crazy because we were so exhausted. Like the day we got married, we was up like 3-4 o'clock that morning, and we had been up all day, because not only did we get married that day, Jayla graduated high school that day. So we had been up doing, you know, we went to her graduation that morning, then we went out, you know, to brunch, then we went out and did a whole lot more stuff with her, you know, and then, you know, we had to come back and prepare, you know, for us to go get married. So it was a long day. So the video that we did the day after, when I looked at the footage, I was like, oh, hell nah. Y'all, when I tell you the bags under my eyes was serious, my husband, like, y'all, we look crazy as hell. We were tired. We spent that day, we did a little shopping or whatever, but y'all, we really spent that day just hanging out, because we did some furniture shopping, and we went to the Waffle House and all that stuff. But when I look back at that footage, y'all, we look crazy. So I didn't upload it because we were so freaking exhausted, and you could look at us and tell we were exhausted. So I didn't upload that video, even though I should have, because I try to be really transparent on my channel, and you don't always look 100%. You are exhausted sometimes. So I still may upload that video, y'all. Oh no, I gotta think about that thing, because child, we were exhausted. And how y'all like my hair? I never do my hair like this, and when my hair is like this and, you know, butterfly locks, I don't do it. But I actually did these last night, and I think I like them, y'all. I think I did a good job. And I wanted them shorter, not longer. So yeah, we're gonna see. But anyway, so I am going to get better, you know, with that, guys, and getting those videos. I just have to carve out some time where I can just get it done. No excuses, just get it done. Even though I have a lot, when I say a lot going on, it's a lot of stuff that me and the hubby we're trying to do, and that's discussed in a lot of those videos, and you guys see it in a lot of the videos that I haven't had a chance to edit and upload yet. So I promise y'all, I'm gonna get better with that. I'm gonna try. Well, I promise I'm gonna try my best to get better with that, because I really need to get those videos up and running for you guys. Is it shorter if I go this way? Yeah, it's shorter if I go this way. So, but in this video, guys, and I'm sorry, baby, I didn't even read to see what your name was, because it was 2 comments that I saw. One of the comments requesting me to do a video like, you know, how do you get married after divorce? How do you get married after, you know, remarried after heartbreak? And then another one was like, you know, something to the effect of how do you get married and how do you move on when you just had a baby, you just purchased a new home, you're still tied to him. You know, at this comment, you know, you really didn't go into a lot of detail, sweetie, and because, I mean, and I get it, you said you wanted to go into detail through email. So if you have emailed me, baby, I haven't checked my email yet, so I haven't looked at it yet. But if you email me, I definitely will reply to your email. I'm gonna look at my emails this morning. When I get to work, I'm gonna look at my emails and see if you have emailed me yet, because it's 7 o'clock in the morning. So like I said, if you email me, I haven't seen it yet. And I'm sorry that, you know, the camera's shaking, guys. I'm driving and how I have it hooked up. But, you know, in my video, when I was like, marriage after being scammed for a green card, I discussed a lot of the stuff that I could say in this video. But, you know, just let me take it, you know, a little further and discuss a few more things. First of all, let me say that my thoughts and prayers are with you, baby. My heart definitely goes out to you, because I know that feeling of, you know, being broken and being lost, and just not knowing what that future would look like, and really not wanting to face that future, not wanting to face your new normal because you're afraid to step out. What I can tell you guys truthfully and wholeheartedly, the best decision I made was to leave that relationship. You know, you said, and you know, one of your comments, baby, you said you just had, in this video, I'm gonna go back and forth between, you know, the comments, you know, from, you know, how do you move on, all that stuff, you know, and get married after, you know, a heartbreak, or after a divorce. That's what you said. I'm sorry. And then the other one I'm gonna be discussing, you know, the young lady's comment that, you know, was talking about you're still tied to him, you just had a baby, you just bought a house. So I'm gonna jump back and forth between those, you know, those comments and those questions. But I don't know if your baby is a male or a female. So what do? You stay in that relationship, and if your baby is a daughter, you allow your daughter to see you be treated like that, which in turn tells her that it's okay to be treated like that. Or if you have a son, you allow your son to see his father treat you like that, so he can think it's okay for him to treat women like that. You have to be that generation that cuts off those generational curses, guys, and those trauma bonds, guys. I chose to be that for my daughters, and I pissed a lot of people off how I went about it, because I was very loud and I was very public, and I didn't give a damn because I was speaking my truth, you know. But I chose to step out and let my daughters know, hey, this is not okay. This is not how you allow a man to treat you. You don't deal with this. If they love you, this is not what they would do to you. This is not what they would do to you. And it took many counseling sessions with me, because I'm telling you, I went through some very, very, very intensive counseling, because I had to face the realization that, you know, from the roles that I played in it and allowing that stuff to happen to me and sticking with it and being embarrassed and all of that stuff, and not having the courage to step up and say, you deserve better. You can do better. You're going to do better. You know, and it took some therapy sessions with me and my daughters, you know, with us going through, yes, I invited this person in, and yes, I subjected you to that, when that's something you never should have lived through. So I had to be accountable for a lot of stuff. You don't want to go through that, guys. You know, be better than me when it comes to that. You don't want to subject your children to things that you don't have to unhealthy situations, just because it's their father, just because it's family, just because it's familiar, because that doesn't make it healthy if the relationship isn't healthy. So be better than me when it comes to that. Don't just stick around because that's familiar and that's what you're used to. And because you don't think that you can do better or that you deserve better, because that's where I was. I didn't think I could do better because I told myself I couldn't. I didn't think I deserved better because I told myself I did. And I stuck around somewhere that I was not valued and that I was not appreciated for years longer than I should have. And I paid the price for that in so many ways. I paid the price for that with my mental health. I paid the price for that with my physical health. I paid the price for that with my financial health. I paid the price for that with my relationships with my children. You understand? So I paid the price for that in so many ways when I shouldn't have. When the only thing that I did wrong in the beginning was trust someone who I shouldn't have trusted. And then what I did wrong after I saw that I shouldn't trust him, before I knew he was a damn green card scammer, but what I did wrong after I saw that I couldn't trust him, I stuck around because I was so embarrassed. And I thought that it would get better. And I thought that if I changed certain things about me, that I could change him. And you can't change anyone. It's not your responsibility to change anyone. You can't. And it's not your responsibility. They are doing what they're doing, and they mean every bit of it. They mean every bit of it. So I understand that you have a child. I understand that you just purchased a home. I understand that your heart is still tied to him. Your loyalty is still there. But is his loyalty with you? Is he still tied to you? Does he care about what he's done to you, how that affects you, or how that affects your child? 9 times out of 10, no. And with women, guys, we have to get better with seeing things for what they are when they happen, instead of making excuses, and instead of trying to work to put a family back together, but it was never really a family anyway. We have to stop doing that to ourselves, guys. Because guess what? When he walks out of you, he done walked into the door with someone else. Not giving a damn about you, not giving a damn about your child 9 times out of 10. You understand? They don't care. So why are you holding yourself to that and being loyal to someone who's not loyal to you, and keeping your heart with someone who didn't deserve your heart and who didn't do anything to protect your heart? Why would you do that, baby? You have to have real conversations with yourself. And you have to look in the mirror and you have to say, girl. And I know some guys go through this stuff, but I'm addressing comments that came to me from females, guys. So that's what it is. But you just have to look in the mirror and say, girl, how long am I going to put up with this shit? I know I don't deserve it. I've done everything that I possibly can. And if there is something else that I can do, why would I do it? When he's not trying. He checked out. So why am I still checked in? Why won't I take care of myself? Why am I still taking care of him and worrying about his feelings and what he's doing and who he's doing it with when he doesn't give a damn about me? You have to change your mindset. Because while you are all depressed and worried about it, he's already climbed on top of somebody else. Yeah. Was probably already on top of him when he was with you. So why are you still unhappy and still making excuses? I can't move on because we just bought a house. Okay. Okay. Get a divorce. If that's what you know you need to do. And I don't tell someone to leave their partner lightly. But you know if that's what you need to do. You know. What does it matter if you just bought a house? There are more homes in the world. There are more homes in the world. I did it, baby. We purchased our home a year prior. And I've purchased 2 homes and over now about 30 acres of land since I've left that damn relationship. I've done nothing but level up, because when I look back at my damn situation and everything, I was being drained and murdered financially. When I walked away from that, the way that my finances skyrocketed, so what? So what? You just purchased a home. Get you a bomb-ass attorney. Let them work it out so you can remain in your home if that's what you want to do. If that's a safe place for your mental health. If you can walk into your bedroom and not break down crying. If you can get in your shower and not break down crying. Hell, the best thing for you may be to leave that home and start fresh with you and your child. So why are you still holding yourself in there? Why are you still holding yourself in there, baby? You know, because I've been there, done that, I am not as, well, I'm understanding when you talk to me about it, but I'm not as compassionate in telling you to keep your ass in that situation if we both know that's something that's better for you to walk away from. Stop holding on to things that aren't holding on to you. Stop holding on to people who aren't holding on to you. If it's healthy to co-parent, co-parent. If not, you take your child and go about your business. Because 9 times out of 10, they will do things and say things when it comes to your child because of the feelings that they have for you and to hurt you. People will hurt you through your children. And yes, it can be the other parent. People will hurt you through your children. That's why I am very selective with what I put on social media. Because I hear shit about me all the time. Oh, I was never pregnant with twins. I don't have this. I don't have that. But you know what? Those are people who are outside trying to look into my life. They don't know. because I don't show that part. I am very selective because I will never be at a point again where I will allow anyone to hurt any of my children, because as a parent, it's my job to protect them. So when you're making decisions, you make sure you're protecting your baby, and you make sure you're protecting yourself as well. Because if you're not okay and if you're not healthy, you can't be okay and healthy for your child. So baby, you have to make decisions. And if he's not all in, and if he's not trying, and if he's fucking you over, that may be something you need to walk away from. I don't know all the details. And I know it's easier said than done, but I can guarantee you this: as those days pass by, it gets easier. It does. Because then you start to realize who you were dealing with and why you shouldn't give a damn. Because when I walked away, I'm telling you, as the days will pass by, those days will turn into weeks, and those weeks will turn into months. Especially when I was able to get into that phone and realize who in the hell I was dealing with. Oh yeah, honey, I was fine. I was fine. The most difficult part is walking away. But once you break that damn trauma bond and get your ass away from that, baby, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And don't look back. What are you looking back to when you already know what's back there? You already know who and what he is. What are you looking back for? What are you looking back for? And that's another thing when you're looking at getting remarried and into another relationship after divorce. What are you looking back at that old relationship for? Don't bring that shit into the new with your new man or your new woman or whoever. Don't bring it into the new relationship, because that has absolutely nothing to do with what you left behind you. You left that shit behind you for a reason. Keep it behind you and move on. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy. And don't let anyone tell you that you don't. Don't allow anyone to try to talk you into staying where you are not valued and where you are not wanted. Because if they wanted you and valued you, your relationship would be in a better place. It would. And learn from that previous relationship, because it didn't work out. So from them, you should know every damn thing you don't want in a man and everything you're not going to accept. One thing that thing that I was married to, that I brought from Nigeria, one thing that motherfucker taught me is what not to allow anyone to ever do to me again. What not to allow anyone to ever say or do around my children again, and how not to treat my children. He taught me what I know I deserve and what I'm never going to deal with again. Because want none of that love. Want none of it. And I need you guys to wake up and realize it's not love. And you're putting yourself through something that you don't have to go through. It doesn't matter if you just had a child and bought a house. You could still take care of your child. And your child will probably be happier because you're in a happier, better relationship away from that. You're not going to be healthy and happy until you're away from that. It's going to drain your mental health. It's going to drain your physical health. It's going to drain your relationship with people who really love and care about you. It's going to have an impact on your relationship with your child. Depending on who he is, if he's anything like my ex was, it's going to drain your financial health. Why are you holding on to something that's not good for you and it's not going to turn into anything good for you, baby? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You have to walk away from that, and you have to walk away from any and everybody who is trying to hold you to that place. You do. You do. And if there's anyone in your life who can't respect you and respect the way you're trying to grow, you have to walk away from them too. You do. You do. I used to say I lost so many relationships in my transition, but now when I look at it, I didn't lose anything. I went through a purge that I needed to go through. I did. And sometimes God will put you through situations so you can see who you're dealing with, and you can see who's dealing with you and who's not dealing with you. Yeah. Yeah. He will. He will. There's love and happiness out there for you. You just have to be open to it. Be open to dating. Be open to meeting new people. Be open to going out and having good, healthy fun. Be open to seeing red flags, and as soon as you see a red flag, exit stage left. Do that. Yeah. Because you know what you want and need and what you deserve. You've learned it from that traumatic relationship. So you know. You know. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. You know, baby. You definitely know. You know, like I said, the hardest thing is walking away. But when you walk away, you see how easy and how refreshing it is. You do. You do. When I tell you guys how my life just took off when I got away from that, it's like an evil cloud, an evil spirit was lifted from me. It is. That's the best way I can explain it. And I guarantee you, when you get away from that, the same thing could happen to you. And you're going to find yourself smiling again. And being happy again. And enjoying life again. And being a better parent to your children. And being a better friend to your friends. Real friends. You know, you're going to find that. You're going to find it. And you're going to find yourself being a lot open to things. A lot more open to, you know, to do things. And then you're going to find who loves you. And the person who really loves you and who you should be with probably already in your life, but you're pushing them away because you're deciding to stay with trash. 9 times out of 10, they already there. You just deciding to stay with trash, so you're pushing them away, and you're afraid to be happy. You know? Me and Christian, we met when we were in college. Life took us in very, very, very different directions. But he was always there, even when he wasn't. I was always there with him, even when I wasn't. You know. I married my best friend, guys. I'm married to my best friend now. You know? And there is no better feeling. I'm married to the only man, other than my father, that I've ever felt 100% safe with. The only. The only. Because I know him, and I know what he's going to do. I know what he's not going to do. Even when he was in other relationships, we would talk about stuff. And certain things, and that's something that me and him will talk about in videos down the line. But the person for you may already be in your life. You never know. But you're too busy running behind trash to see it. But you have to open yourself up to be loved the right way. The right way. And stop making excuses. We make so many excuses. I made so many excuses as to why I had to stay in that relationship while it was literally killing me. That relationship was killing every part of me, guys. Every single part of me was dying in that relationship. And I was making so many excuses to stay. And the excuses that I was making had nothing to do with me or my children. I was more concerned about with what people would say. Yeah. That's what my concerns were. With what people would say. So we gotta stop making excuses. We're good. You're good. You're good, baby. Trust me, you're good. But you got to take that first step and stand on it. What people say, stand on business. Honey, when you take that first step, stand on business. Stand on business. You know, there are people who have been married, and it's sad, 15, 20 years. I have a friend who's been married a long time, almost 20 years, who's just walked away from it because she realized how unhappy she was and how unhappy she's been for years, but she made excuses and stayed because she had children. And it drained the life out of her. It did. And it fucked up the relationship with her. Well, not fucked up, that it's not, I don't want to use that word, but I want to say that it caused a lot of tension between the relationship with her and one of her children, specifically her oldest child. Just because a man is the father of your children doesn't mean that he's going to treat them well. Because he didn't treat her children well, but she still stayed for all this time because she wanted to hold her family together. And it has an impact on your children, guys. You guys that have been here, I've talked to you guys and read you guys' emails and messages when it comes to especially children who fathers scammed their mother for green cards and the mother stuck around and stayed with them. You guys seen some of the comments on my videos with how that impacted those children. Your children are impacted by these relationships, whether it be a relationship like mine where you scam for a green card, or just a relationship where the other parent is not healthy for you and you stay because you want to keep your family together. And then when those children become adults, they're so traumatized. They're afraid to be in relationships. They're afraid to love, and then they resent you. Because at the end of the day, it's your fault for staying. You did that to your children. And it's a situation that you could have walked away from. You could have chose yourself and you could have chose your child. But you chose a relationship that wasn't healthy for you nor your children. So why are you sticking around? That's going to be something you have to double back to when your child becomes older and is afraid to love and be loved because of what they saw you go through. So you think about that when you making these decisions and when you making these excuses to stick around. Think about that. Think about the impact on your children. Think about that. And that should make it easier. And that should make you choose the right thing. Even though you shouldn't never have to choose between the person you married and your child. But if the person you married ain't it, you better choose your child every time. You better. You better. Because you're going to have to face it when that child becomes an adult. So why even deal with that? Make the right decision the first time and stick to it. Stop making excuses. And stop that what happens in this house stays in this house, because that's how shit goes on and lingers for years and you're never healed. And your child never heals either. So stop that. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. And step out on your truth. And the people who get it will get it. The people who don't, fuck them, let them go. Let them go. And that is my advice to you guys for this morning. Step out on your truth and live in it. And stop being afraid. And stop making excuses. And stop holding on to motherfuckers who don't give a damn about you. Who cares? Let that shit go. You know? You probably need to get away from that house anyway. That's probably a trauma bond too. Because you can have trauma bonds to places That house that I had with my ex, that house wasn't safe for me. That house was holding me back. There was a trauma bond that I had to break. It was. So stop being afraid and stop holding on to places and shit that you shouldn't hold on to. Sell that shit and move on. Who cares? And let people talk. Because 9 times out of 10, they ass is broken, ain't got shit. That's why they talking about you. Because anybody who's about their business and about their money, they don't have time to talk about you because they got too much shit going on. So let people talk with their broke asses. They ain't putting no skin in the game anyway when it comes to you, so why do you care? Move on and live your life, baby, and be happy. You only get one life, so why live it being miserable? Because I refuse. I at this point, I refuse to be miserable, and I refuse to allow anyone to make me miserable. Fuck all that. I'm not doing it. That is not how I'm living one more day of my life. That's why I walked away from that, because I said, oh, this is enough. I am done. It's enough. It's time for me to be happy, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to love on those who love me, and I'm not going to give a fuck about what no one else says about it. Because if you're talking shit about me, you don't love me anyway, and you never did. And that's how I need you guys to look at it. Okay, girl? Okay, girl. So that's this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I love you guys to life. I love you guys to pieces. Don't forget to always pray. Put God first and love on those who love you back. And one thing that, y'all, when I used to watch Kimora Simmons, Cecily, her last name, I don't think she changed her name from that. If she did, my bad. But one thing I used to love watching her, and one thing that lady used to say, and I love it and I get it, that lady used to always say, if they love you, you love them, and don't fuck with haters. Don't fuck with them. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Love who loves you and don't fuck with haters. I'll see y'all in the next one, baby.